Day 2 took the rally south to an overnight halt at Rotorua, 12 stages, 12 hours and 300 miles away. The first stage of the day was a super special through the park in the centre of Rotorua, and Carlos Sainz was at the centre of attention, the Celica's engine sounding flat and lumpy as he lost a second to Carlsson struggling through the 1 mile stage. Running without any problems, Ingvar Carlsson went through third quickest on the stage, but now had a short lead over Carlos Sainz. Rod Millen, starting third, was quicker than Ingvar Carlsson. He was second fastest through the stage, but it wasn't enough to move him up a place, though it was good enough to announce that he was very firmly in contention on this second day. Ross Dunkerton was fourth overnight despite his electrical problem during the first day, and now set out to strengthen his position, although it was between him and third place Millen that the big jump from seconds down on the leader to minutes down on the leader had occurred at the overnight halt. Possum Bourne had been locked in battle with Dunkerton all day yesterday, but now seemed as if he was ready to admit that the Legacy could not keep up with the Galant. And he was also beginning to think wishfully and longingly about power steering, standard on most rally cars, but not on his. Erwin Weber was right behind Bourne and was pressuring him hard. His times were not always up with the leaders, though he was fastest through this opening stage of the day, but they were quick enough to close in on the man in front of him. Michele Rainieri, sixth and slower than he could and should have been, frankly admitting that tyre choice was wrong and it was all their own fault. The team had decided to go against Dunlop's advice, he said, and now they were paying for it. Neil Allport had cured an overheating problem from yesterday with a new radiator and was now rapidly opening a gap between himself and Ray Wilson. Trelez was the comfortable leader of Group N. Perhaps not as quick as you might expect from a 16-valve Delta in these conditions, he was still respectably with the top 10, but complaining his car was down on power. Ray Wilson was losing ground rapidly to Allport's Mazda, but with Trelez down on power he was staying with the top 10 and seemed in no real difficulty. Mike Kirkland went through without trouble, though the heavyweight Subaru was far from quick on the mixed tarmac and gravel. The Legacy now seems to have taken over from the Galant as the rallying heavyweight and will almost certainly need the same dramatic weight loss programme which Rally Art gave the Galants over the short winter break. 21 was Tommi Makinen, another Galant VR-4 and uncomfortably close to the Legacy in front of him.